Hey guys, so I decided to make a video on why I cut my hair so short. So in my profile picture you can see my hair, it was pinned up, but my hair used to be about to here. I've always been somebody with really long hair. That was short for me. So basically I'm going to tell you about what happened that day and why I made that decision. So first off, my hair was purple. Right now it's red because I've been putting henna in it, and that's supposed to help with like hair growth and strengthening. So I want to show you guys what came out of my hair in one shower. And so this is just a ball of hair. This is one shower's worth of hair. I just looked at my hairbrush, and I had just cleaned my hairbrush, and just all this had come off. And so this is a lot of hair. Basically what had been happening for a few months was I was noticing that my hair was getting thinner and thinner and thinner, and I was ignoring it because that's what you do when you're in denial. And finally, I went to see my doctor, who's my endocrinologist, I believe that's how you say it. Basically, the hormone doctor. I see him once every 3 months, 3 to 6 months, and I was just like, hey, this might be in my head, but I think I'm starting to go bald. And he looked at me and he looked at my hairline, and you can see right here that my hair is receding in male pattern baldness. And he was like, yeah, you are. You're going bald. And so this came as like a gut punch to me because I had finally been on a medication that was helping me lose weight. And I felt like it was just the last straw, really. And it was just super depressing. I've been in a really like depressed state. This only happened a week ago. So I went home, I was still pretty in denial, and then I got in the shower and this big clump of hair fell out. And I showed my mom and I was crying, and then my sister came out and she saw how upset I was, and then she noticed that her hair was falling out too. It wasn't as bad as mine, but it was starting to fall out. And so I didn't want to watch my hair fall out, but my sister waited for my mom to leave because we had like ordered takeout, and she put her hair in ponytails, got out scissors, and just started chopping off her hair. That was really hard for me to watch. My sister, she's had short hair in the past, but she was talking about letting it grow out, and her whole thing was, I'm not going to watch my hair fall out like Morgan's watching her hair fall out. And I was like, all right, you know what? That makes sense. I mean, think about cancer patients. They shave their heads. So basically that's what my sister did. She shaved her head. So she has a buzz cut right now. I was just sitting there just crying. I ended up having to cut her hair short enough so that we can get the razor through it. That was hard to do because she had more hair than I did. So it was kind of like she wasn't there. I don't know, she was there, but it was just hard. It was just a hard experience to go through that whole day. And I was just sitting on the couch crying, knowing that it was my turn next. And my mom was like, no, I'm not going to cut your hair. I'm not going to buzz it. You cannot handle that mentally, which, to be fair, I probably couldn't. And my sister was sitting there just like, just a buzz cut. I'd never seen her like that before. I was just sitting there crying, and my mom cut my hair to my shoulders. And I just ran my hands through my hair, and just more clumps of hair had fallen out. That was hard because it was already shorter, and at that point, I just knew. I was like, Mom, we gotta give me a buzz cut too. That's what's gonna happen. We just have to give me a buzz cut. Well, it didn't get that far because my mom refused to give me a buzz cut, and I'm kind of thankful she refused because now my hair, you can see in the last video, it's like to here, like it's like on my forehead, it's to here. It's like that all the way around. It's really choppy and uneven because we were thinking we were gonna buzz it. So there's like this one piece of hair that like goes up to here. I'm just rolling with it, rolling with the punches. At first I thought, I got wigs. At first I thought I was gonna wear those out in public, but they're hot and they're itchy. So I've just been going out in public, and really, I think the biggest shock is I saw my grandma at the grocery store, and she didn't even recognize me. So this is during COVID-19. I don't know if people are going to be watching this in the future, but this is during the COVID-19 outbreak. Everybody has to be wearing masks. I live in California. And so I had my mask on, my grandma had her mask on, and I was like, "Hi, Grandma." And she looked at me and then continued looking around the room, searching for my voice. And I walked up to her and I was like, "Hi, Grandma." And she's like, "Oh, you cut your hair." And I was like, "Well, yeah, we told you." So I think that it's hard for everybody to grasp. I mean, my grandma didn't really even fully understand like exactly why I cut it. It's kind of hard unless you're going through it. My mom still wishes I hadn't cut my hair. It's hard unless you're going through it personally. I mean, it's the most common symptom of polycystic ovarian syndrome, and it's never talked about. I mean, I found a few places online, but most of them are just like how I got my hair back after PCOS. It's not talking about the struggles that went into it. I mean, I'm super so my mental health before all of this was happening, I was at a really high point. I had a full remission from depression. I wasn't having any anxiety. I was just on top of the world. And I totally regressed back into that depressive state where I have no motivation. I stopped taking care of personal hygiene for a few days. As you can see right now, I just got out of the shower, so I'm obviously better now. But it was really, really hard. I mean, even now, every time I walk by the mirror, I kind of hate what I see. It doesn't feel like me, but at the same time, I'd rather have my hair short and not notice the pieces that are falling out and not look as bald than have this happen again. That was a really hard day for me, and my hair is definitely still falling out, but since it's so short, it's kind of like curling on itself, and so it's not as noticeable as when it was longer. And it's not as noticeable as my sister's, who her hair is such a buzz cut, you can see the ring on her head where she's losing hair. So it's a happy medium place. Hopefully, I'm going to see a surgeon, not next week, but the week after. Hopefully sooner, we're waiting to see. And then we'll get to see how long it's going to take me to get surgery. And that is all dependent on the insurance. The insurance might make us wait 6 months. I really, really hope they don't, because I've been seeing a dietitian and the endocrinologist since I was 14, 15, and I'm 18, almost 19 now. So, and they just want to see like a trend of weight loss, and I have lost weight, and it's a whole thing that is really stressful to me because I'm not good at waiting. Like I said in the last video, I have anxiety, like I have panic disorder, and I also kind of have I mean, okay, I said it was social anxiety. I think it's more generalized anxiety. I can't remember, because it's certain social situations and it's certain like aspects of life. I'm not good at waiting. I've never been good at waiting. I just think of all the what ifs, and so I've been just going mentally insane these past I think 2 weeks since we found out about the surgery. I just want it to happen now, which, patience, but I'll be keeping you guys updated. My mom's gonna talk to one of my doctors tomorrow to see if they can send a note to the insurance, and it's just, yeah, but I'll keep you guys updated as I know. I'm gonna be doing weekly vlogs so you guys know how I'm doing, and yeah, I hope you guys have an amazing day. Bye.